Breaking news, the vote is in and the House has passed a budget deal that will raise government spending limits over $1 trillion, despite efforts from many hard right Republicans who resisted the deal. Centrists, however, they are celebrating as this is a reasonable compromise. But if it passes the Senate, will it be enough to prevent another government shutdown? Joining me now is Representative Marsha Blackburn and Representative Diane Black, both members of the House Budget Committee, and both oppose today's budget deal. Congressman, welcome to the show. I'll start with you, Congressman Diane. I'm sorry. I want to start with Congressman Blackburn because before we get to the budget, you actually got a vote to be Speaker of the House. I mean, are you going to take the job if you get a couple more votes tomorrow?
Listen, Paul Ryan's got that job, and I found out who it was that voted for me, and I guess I'll thank him. The majority leader and I each got one vote, so there you go. We can say we were on the ballot.
But, listen, it was interesting when the vote count came in, it was only 200. I was a little worried there, Representative Black, because I thought all of this stuff had been hashed out. Maybe it's procedural, and for Dan Webster to get so many opposition votes, are we looking at a showdown, or is this just par for the course?
I don't think so. I think tomorrow you're going to see a good hefty vote for Paul. I'm being told it will be somewhere around 230, 235. So I think tomorrow you'll see the Freedom Caucus break away from what they had promised each other they would do in this vote, and you're going to see a good, strong vote for Paul tomorrow.
But does that mean that there will be some sort of backroom bargaining overnight? I had spoken to one of the Freedom Caucus members last week, and I know that Ryan has sort of pledged he won't do anything on immigration until after President Obama is out of office. Could there be a little bit more horse trading before the final decision?
I really don't think so. I think that this is pretty strong. I think Paul has met with all those members, each of them individually. He's also met with them as a group. And I think tomorrow you're going to see a good, strong vote.
Right.
Representative Blackburn, you feel the same way?
Yeah, he has pretty much worked all of that out, and they had made a commitment to Dan Webster last year, and some of them felt like that they needed to fulfill that commitment today. But tomorrow when we get to the floor vote, and by the way, you're going to have two nominees, one from the Republican Party, one from the Democrat Party, and one of those two individuals will be the Speaker of the House, and it will be Paul Ryan.
Paul D. Ryan, okay? I'm a little nervous now that he put the D in there. I mean, okay, don't get too full of yourself, okay? We got to talk about this budget deal. Both of you opposed it. I guess it's going to go through. Why? Representative Blackburn, why will this be sort of the first thing out of the new Ryan leadership? Even though he didn't orchestrate it, he did vote for it. Why this? Why not make a stand?
Well, some of us would rather have seen something short-term and then allow a Speaker Ryan to work with the Budget Committee and bring something forward. I'm a no vote because this busts the budget caps. It increases spending and primarily does it, Charles, through adding new revenue, not through spending cuts. And we need to continue to reduce our discretionary outlays and get inside some of these entitlement reforms. And this is another debt ceiling deal that is void of the entitlement reforms that we need to see. Right,
and of course, that's a euphemism. More revenue is a euphemism generally for more taxes. Representative Black, why did you oppose it?
Well, again, it's busting the sequester cap. This is something I feel very seriously about. We've got to stop spending more than what we bring in, and you can do that through entitlement reform. Actually, those sequesters is what's helped us for the last 4 years to reduce our discretionary spending. And so by doing that, it only means that the budget is, or that the debt is going to grow. Yeah. And the other thing that really concerned me is this didn't just raise the debt ceiling with a certain ceiling to say, here's how much is the maximum, and then the administration needs to come back to us. It actually suspends the debt ceiling. So we've got a president who doesn't want to cut anything, and he wants to spend everything. And this is a real concern for me. And I think probably out of everything, that was the greatest concern for me, is just giving him a license to say, here's the checkbook, do what you want to do. You don't need to come back to us until the spring of 2017.
There are so many grassroots Republicans out there who just wish that your colleagues sort of had the same guts that you guys had today. This is more of the same, and to the point of sequestration. When the president brags about the deficit being cut in half, that's the main reason it's been cut in half. tighten the fiscal
right.
belt just a little bit is what all Americans want to see, because they've had to do it too. Really appreciate you guys coming on tonight, ladies. We're out of time, but I appreciate your standing up for Americans, particularly taxpayers, and taking time out to this evening. Also appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks a lot, and congratulations on that vote.
Thanks.
Hey.